Hello. I just heard from Carlene that I apparently missed some notification from Nancy, and I apologize for missing it, but I was asked to talk a little bit about the early days of McGuire Gardner. So way back 100 years ago, I worked for a terrible firm, and Pernell was there for the first couple years, and on really bad terms as he was leaving, and he left, and he was the worst guy in the world to hear from some of the people, but for whatever reason, I felt inspired and kept in touch with Pernell over a year or two or three period, and at one point decided I needed to leave the firm and join with Pernell. So I called him up, and anyway, it was a very quick phone call, and he invited me to join him in the firm, and so within a week or two we had established the McGuire Gardner firm. And so on a Saturday before we opened as the new McGuire Gardner firm, we spent the morning painting the new building because we were that new of a firm. We weren't going to hire anybody to do it. And so my family was there, and Pernell's family was there, and we were painting the building. And one of my sons came over, just miffed. He was just miffed. And I said, well, what's wrong? And he said, well, Alyssa, one of Pernell's children, Liz and I were playing, and she said, I'm in charge because it's McGuire Gardner, not Gardner McGuire, so I'm in charge. And my son was just so miffed of that. But immediately, Pernell and I had been partners for 3 minutes at that point, and immediately I knew that that was not how Pernell felt the firm. He didn't feel like he was in charge, and I was never miffed. And so Pernell and I worked together for well over a decade since that time, and a decade and a half or whatever since that time. And Pernell's been a great leader, and I've enjoyed working with him. And he's led by example, and he's led by being there, and led by leading the charge, and by inspiring people, and not by telling them that my name's first or whatever. So I always appreciated working with Pernell, and attribute a vast amount of my success to me and having Pernell right there beside me, going through thick and thin over the years, especially those early days in Flagstaff in the McGuire Gardner. So thank you, good luck, congratulations on your retirement.